Good morning students, continuing exercise 3.4 questions. This is not exercise 3.4 question. Little changes are there in this. Second question you will do as a homework. So 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 5 years later Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. What are their present age? We have to find out their present age. What we have to find out, let us take them as x and y years. Let the present age of Noori will be x years and the present age of Sonu be y years. So first statement given here, 5 years ago. So when 5 years ago, first of all we will find out 5 years ago by taking present age. Present age are x and y years. 5 years ago Noori's age will be x minus 5, present age minus 5 years, and Sonu's age will be present age minus 5 years. If your age today or this year 14 years means 5 years ago back, minus 5 if you do, you will get 5 years ago. How old are you? So yeah, y minus 5 years. So now we will take up this statement. 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. Noori's age is thrice, 3 times Sonu's age. So Noori's age is x minus 5 is equal to 3 times Sonu's age. If you multiply 3 to Sonu's age, you will get Noori's age. So x minus 5, Noori's age, is equal to 3 times Sonu's age. After writing equations to the statement, now we will simplify the equation. X minus 5 is equal to, we will remove the bracket here, 3 into y minus 3 into 5 is minus 15. So take x and y to one side. X minus 3y is equal to minus 15 plus 5 minus 10. This is the first equation. Now I'll take second statement. 5 years later, 5 years after, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. Before we write equation for that, we will write 5 years later their age. 5 years later Noori's age is, present age is x, for that 5 you have to add, and Sonu's age is, present age is y, for that 5 you have to add. After 5 years your age also 14 plus 5 and like that. So present age is now x years, that we don't know, so x. So y. Here 10, no, this is 5 years later, sorry, correction here. 5 years later Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. So Noori's age is 2 times Sonu's age. Noori's age is x plus 5 is equal to 2 times Noori's age. So Sonu's age. So first remove the bracket, x plus 5 is equal to 2y plus 10. Then bring y to left hand side, number to other side. X minus 2y is equal to 5. These two are two equations. Now you have learnt in last classes, by using elimination method we can solve these two equations. So x minus 3y is equal to minus 10, x minus 2y is equal to 5. Now already here coefficient of x are same. We can cancel this, but sign both are having same sign. So we have to, one should be plus, one should be minus. So we for that purpose we are changing the sign of this. When we change the sign of this, we have to change the sign of all other terms also. So here minus, this minus becomes plus, this plus becomes minus. This gets cancelled, and as per the sign we have to add or subtract the number. Here 1 is minus, this sign now not minus, plus. So another one is plus, so we have to subtract. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Bigger number is minus, so its sign is minus. If you do not write 1 also, 1 you can write, or without writing also you can write only the variable. Minus 5 is equal to, here also both are having same sign. Both are having same sign means we have to add sign of the numbers minus, so minus 15. So minus and minus gets cancelled, both the side contains minus sign, y is equal to 15. So y is Noori's age. Now Noori's age we got. To get Sonu, not Noori's age, y is Sonu's age we got. Now to get Noori's age, value of y we can substitute in any one of the equation. I am substituting in equation 1, x minus 3y is equal to minus 10, x minus 3 into 15. Simplifying this, you will get x is equal to 35. So x and y values we got. X and y are not x and y's ages of Sonu and Noori. So Noori's age is x, so 35 years, Sonu's age is 15 years. So this is one of the important question. Next, exercise 3.4 third question. The sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the numbers. First of all, find the number. So we will take the number, but two-digit number. Let the two-digit number be x and y. Two digits must be there. So x and y are the two digits. First statement, the sum of the digits of two-digit number is 9. If you add the digits of the number, you will get 9. Sum means addition. So adding the digits. So x plus y is equal to 9. This is first equation. Next equation. So 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. See, our number is xy, two-digit number. Reversing the order of the digits means you will get yx as a number. So, for this, you have to write expanded form of the number. So, first of all, we write expansion of the number. Taken number is xy. Its expansion form is 10x plus y. How you have learnt in your smaller classes, 23 is equal to 2 into 10 plus 3 into 1. Same way, here also this is tens place digit. So multiply 10 to that digit plus this is a unit place digit. Y into 1. Y into 1 is y. Reversing the order of the digits, because it is given 9 times and this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So reversed number we need now. Reversing the order of the digits means you will get yx. Y comes to the tens place, x goes to the units place. Expansion form of that is 10y plus x. So for this type of equations statement, we have to take expanded form. Remember this. So now we will take this, read this equation statement. 9 times this number means taken number. 9 times this number means 9 into expanded form of that number is 10x plus y is equal to twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. 2 times reversing the order of the digits, its expanded form is 10y plus x. Now after getting the equation, remove the bracket. 90x plus 9y multiply 20y plus 2x. Now bring x and y to one side, left hand side. 90x minus 2x plus 9y minus 2y. 88x minus 11y is equal to 0. Now here 11 and 88, for that common factor is 11. You can simplified equation you can write by dividing by. If there is any common factor for the terms of coefficient of variables or and constant, we can divide by that number. So 11 is the common factor. 11 divided it by 11. 11 8s are 8 minus 11 1s are, y will remain is equal to 0. This is our second equation. Now solving both the equations. First equation is x plus y is equal to 9. 8x minus y is equal to 0. Here y and y, its coefficient is same. We can cancel it. Also signs also opposite. So no need of changing the sign. Plus and minus, if it is there means directly we can cancel. No need to change the sign. If both are having same sign means we have to change the sign. So now here both are having same sign, again plus sign, adding the number 8 plus 1. No number means 1, you have to consider as 1. 8 plus 1, 9x is equal to 9 plus 0, 9. X is equal to, when you take this to other side, 9 by 9, x is equal to 1. Now substituting the value of x in any one of the equation, I have substituted in equation 1, you will get the value of 5. So the number is xy, x value is 1, y is 8. So 18 is the number. I hope you understood. Similar type of question is there in exercise. No, not there. For this I didn't get question. So next question, fourth question. Read question from the textbook, since you got textbook. So the question is, one lady went to bank and she has withdrawn 2000 rupees. She asked only 50 rupees and 100 rupees. Only 2000 rupees in terms of 50 and 100 rupees. Not other notes, only 50 rupees notes and 100 rupees notes. So in the question it is given, she got how many notes? She got altogether 25 notes of 50 and 100. Also she has withdrawn 2000 rupees. So as per that statement, so we have to find out how many 50 rupees notes she got and 100 rupees notes she got. What we have to find out, we have to take them as a variable. Let the number of 50 rupees notes be 50 rupees be x, and let the number of 100 rupees be pi. She got X number of 50 rupees and Y number of 100 rupees. She asked to give her only 50 rupees and 100 rupees notes, and she has withdrawn, we know total amount she has withdrawn 2000 rupees. So 50 into X plus 100 into Y is equal to 2000. So why it is 50 into X? So imagine that you have withdrawn 100 rupees of 5 rupees notes. So how many notes you will get? How many notes to make it 100? 20 notes you need, right? 20 notes of 5 rupees. So same way here we don't know exact number of 50 rupees notes, but we have taken them as X, taken that as X. So 50 rupees, this number of 50 rupees notes plus 100 into number of 100 rupees notes, all together you will get 2000 rupees. So that should be equal to 2000 rupees. 50 into number of notes, 100 into number of notes is equal to 2000. So after that 50 into X is 50X plus 100Y is equal to 2000. Here there is a common factor, 50 is a common factor, you can divide by that. X will remain, 52s are 50, 40s are 2000. So this is our first equation. Next statement given, she got altogether 25 notes of 20, 50 and 100, right? So X plus Y notes are, how many notes? 50 X notes are there, and Y 100 rupees Y notes are there. If you add those, you must get 25. So this is our second equation. If you solve these two equations, you will get X and Y values. X value is 50 number of 50 rupees notes and Y is number of 100 rupees notes. You have to do that. You have to complete this sum. So next last question. Let the fixed charge be, read the question, and in library there is a fixed charge for 3 days, and then after that if you keep, by borrowing the book, if you keep the book for 7 days or 10 days, additional charges will be there. You have to find out fixed charge and additional charge. So let us consider fixed charge be X rupees and additional charge be Y rupees. So Sarita paid 27 rupees for 7 days. So fixed charge for 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter, and she has paid rupees 27 for 7 days. So how to write equation for that? So for first 3 days she has to pay only fixed charge, and rest of the days means 4 days will additional days. So for that she has to pay additional charges. So equation is, for the first 3 days she has to pay only X rupees plus remaining 4 days, because 7 minus 3 is 4, 4 into additional charge. I hope you understood. First 3 days only fixed charge she has to pay, and remaining days she has to pay additional charges. Altogether she has paid 27 rupees. So X plus 4Y is equal to 27 rupees. This is our first equation. Susie paid rupees 21 for 5 days. So for the first 3 days she has to pay X rupees plus additional days, remaining extra days are 2 days, right? 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 into additional charge. So 21 rupees. So X plus 2Y is equal to 21. So these two equation if you solve, as like first two equation I have solved, you will get X and Y. X is a fixed charge and Y is additional charge. So after completing these sums, for your homework is your exercise 3.4 second question, 2 into second question, and these questions answers I have written here. The taxi charges in a city consist of, as like library question, here I have written answer, and this also you do. Fraction becomes, last class I have explained, and age sum also I have written answer here. Do this homework. If you have any doubt you can ask. Thank you students.